When many Indian students look at their new Irish University timetable, they see just 8 to 14 contact hours a week. It is incredibly easy to look at that number and assume you are in for a relaxed year. That empty calendar gives a false sense of security. You might start making plans to travel across Europe, or figure you can easily pull long shifts at a part-time job. But that schedule hides a rigorous academic culture shift. The Irish postgraduate system demands a massive amount of self-directed study outside the lecture hall. The core trade-off here is time. You are saving a full year of living expenses by choosing a 12-month program, but that efficiency means you have absolutely zero margin for early academic mistakes. Treating this low contact hour schedule as an easy ride is a dangerous illusion. Misunderstanding the required workload can mathematically ruin your degree before you even reach the first winter. Under the Quality and Qualifications Ireland mandates, a full Level 9 master's degree requires a strict minimum of 90 ECTS credits. This diagram shows how the math actually works. While your expectation might sit at 8 to 14 hours, the reality on the right shows that 90 ECTS translates into 2,250 notional study hours, crammed into a single year. Those hours are split heavily. You will face 60 credits of taught modules alongside a massive 30-credit block dedicated entirely to your dissertation. To see how compressed this is, look at the alternatives. A 2-year European Bologna Masters or a North American program spreads a similar or lighter credit load over 18 to 24 months. Ireland peaks at 40 to 45 hours of study per week. This is completely different from a standard Indian MTech program at an IIT or NIT, which typically spreads 64 to 80 credits over 24 months with a highly structured timetable. By condensing 2 years of academic rigor into just 12 months, you are actively trading calendar time for constant, intense academic pressure. This matrix illustrates the harsh culture shift. Indian programs rely on exams and textbook recall, while the Irish model demands continuous assessment and critical essays. Furthermore, forget the bell curve. In Ireland, scoring 70% is the elite standard for first-class honors. To hit that standard, you will be expected to read 8 to 20 peer-reviewed sources per module every single week. Alumni confirm this intensity. One student who previously completed an MTech at IIT Delhi noted that the Trinity College Dublin curriculum was noticeably faster-paced, with supervisors who demanded far more original research contributions. A common trap is failing your first assignment because it lacks critical engagement with those sources. You have to unlearn your old study habits immediately. Booking time at the University Writing Center during your first semester is a required survival tactic to bridge this gap. Your academic outcome is heavily predicted by early logistics, starting with your housing. Arriving in Ireland in September without a pre-booked student room puts your entire degree in jeopardy. A Dublin City University graduate warned that spending 3 weeks in an Airbnb searching for an apartment destroyed their crucial study time, right as their first major assignment was looming for week 6. This chart plots the dangerous trade-off of working a part-time job early on. While you gain a small financial bump on the x-axis, your academic success plummets into the high danger zone on the y-axis during the vital first semester. The consequences are very real. A University College Cork graduate shared that attempting to work 20 hours a week directly caused them to fail 2 critical modules by the high-stakes December exams. The compounding academic penalty of failing and repeating a module far outweighs any short-term cash you might earn at a retail counter. Securing upfront housing and having your tuition savings ready before you land is absolutely critical. Looking at the calendar, Phase 1 spans from September to December. During these initial weeks, you must juggle chaotic life admin, like securing your immigration card and bank accounts, right as teaching begins. October and November bring the peak academic load. Your total study time will scale up to 46 hours a week as multiple deadlines hit at once. Even the brief Christmas break must be sacrificed. You have to use those weeks to start your dissertation literature review, or you will fall behind before the spring even begins. Phase 2 kicks off in January, introducing highly specialized, advanced modules. This leads to a severe warning. You must begin applying for graduate jobs in February. Companies recruiting for June start dates are looking for candidates well before your degree is actually finished. This timeline flowchart shows a bottleneck in April and May, where three major priorities collide. You will be forced to balance your Semester 2 final exams, active job interviews, and the submission of your critical dissertation proposal, all at the exact same time. Your post-study work visa clock starts ticking the moment you graduate, so delaying the job hunt is simply not an option. Surviving this spring bottleneck requires flawless time management. The final phase runs from May through August. This chart isolates your dissertation, a 30 ECTS segment representing 750 notional hours of work. The real challenge is compressing those hours into a tight 14 to 16-week window. This phase is highly independent. Your supervisor checks in only every 2 to 4 weeks, leaving you entirely responsible for your daily progress. Submission deadlines in August and September are incredibly rigid across all Irish universities. Lacking self-discipline in this final stretch will easily guarantee a failed degree. Let's look at this decision tree. The status quo student refusing to adapt from exam cramming should consider 2-year European models. Financially constrained students needing first semester work carry high academic risk. But the career optimizer, who pre-books housing, uses savings, and hunts for jobs in February, maximizes their return on investment. The reward is clear. By enduring 12 months of relentless pressure, you enter the workforce a full year ahead of your global peers. To make sure you are prepared before you leave, use essential pre-departure resources. Platforms like myflightoffers.com are invaluable for finding survival guides and organizing your travel logistics. A 1-year Irish master's demands extreme personal and financial discipline, but if you manage the trade-offs correctly, it offers a fast track to your international career.